Alright, Shalom, Yasharala, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory given to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is His Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to you, brothers that are doing the work of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and in truth, okay? Now, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." So this scripture right here proves that we are in the end, man. Okay, when Yahweh left the scene, or when Yahweh was born, we were already in the end. But the apostles asked Yahweh, how are we gonna know the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai told them of these things, man. Okay, that these some of the things that are gonna happen, in the latter days. Okay, now I have a video to show you, brothers, man, just to show you what Esau is really trying to push, man, his wickedness. And this is exactly it, man. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. When you love yourself, no one can tell you what the hell to do, man. That's why you got a bunch of women today who take a bunch of selfies. They're proud, okay? All they care about is their damn selves, okay? They don't want to do nothing, they don't want to be in order. Okay, they don't want to keep the words of Yahweh Shimon Shai. So this scripture proves that we are in the last days, man. Okay, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. That's right, they hate those that are good, man. Okay, because the men of the Lord, are the ones who are pushing, the ways of Yahweh Shimon Shai, how to be in order, how to keep the laws of Yahweh Shimon Shai to the best of your abilities. Okay, don't do wickedness. Okay, but what does Esau do? Esau pushes his wickedness, to our people and to the whole world, man. Okay, I have a video to show you, brothers, about how, Esau, pretty much wants to, I'm gonna destroy our children, man. Okay, and a lot of these children today, they're being pushed, and indoctrinated, to accept homosexuality, and this whole agenda of no gender, and you can be whatever the hell you feel like for that day, man. Okay, that's Esau's goal. Okay, now the men of the Lord that are out there in the houses and the byways that are pushing the work of the Syrian and truth are speaking against those things, man. But you got scoffers, okay, who want to come against the men of the Lord, but they themselves are not doing nothing, man. Okay, they're not speaking against, the wickedness that Esau is pushing, man. While the so-called white men over here doing all this wickedness, okay, you got these scoffers who are coming against us for reading the scriptures and actually believing in the scriptures, man. Okay, for what the scripture says. But it says, traitors, Haiti, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, Esau's ways are what? Lovers of pleasures, man. Okay, sleeping with another man. Okay, coming with this agenda that you decide not to be a woman today, but a man tomorrow, or vice versa, man. Okay, that is confusion. The scripture says that Yahweh Shimon Shai is not the author of confusion. When Yahweh Shimon Shai created man and woman, he gave us genders, man. Okay, and there's only two. Not three, not four, not 2 billion, man. Esau, likes to push out this whole idea that you can be whatever the hell you want, man, which is madness. Okay? But you got people who don't want to speak against that because they believe in this whole idea that, whatever you feel like, that's the truth. Okay? Which is crazy, man. Okay, having a form of godliness. Okay, because what does Esau like to push? One world order. Let's all come together and hold hands. But yet he's stabbing and murdering and killing and raping children, man. Okay, but denying the power thereof. For such turn away. Okay, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Okay, and that's Esau's ways. Okay, I have another scripture before I show you, brothers, this video. Um, but this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers." Okay? That's a lot of our people, okay? But also the so-called white man. Okay? He is an unruly and vain talkers, man, because what he pushes out there, it's unruly and it's vain. Okay, and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, which is who? Israel. Okay, a lot of our people are actually more wicked than Esau, man. Okay, they've actually compassed the deeds of the wicked, like the scripture says. Okay, verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. So they do all of these things just for money, man. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, "The Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith." So our duty is to rebuke them sharply, man. Okay? You got people who believe that the men of the Lord are supposed to be all soft and give hugs and kisses, man. Okay? Don't you guys know that when the prophet stepped into a city, people feared, man? Okay? Because they never knew what the Lord, wanted to pretty much say through the prophet, man. If the Lord was going to destroy that city or not, man. Okay? So you got people who don't know what the hell is going on. Okay? But anyways, I'm going to show you, brothers, this video just to show you Esau's wickedness, man. This is his agenda, okay? So like here.
And I'm George Thomas. In Canada, a radical sex ed curriculum being pushed in public schools by the LGBT community has parents afraid their children will become confused and even brainwashed.
That's exactly right, George. But as I discovered in my recent trip to Canada, there could be a silver lining. This issue is waking up a sleeping church.
A family can be made up in many different ways.
It's called SOGI, for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identification, a curriculum that teaches public school students across Canada to celebrate the homosexual lifestyle and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
There's people that are boys, there's people that are girls, there are people whose gender might be a little bit of both or might even be neither.
Lessons include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like The Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
The SOGI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
Author and inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOGI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying, and they're in fear. Will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
No. Carrie Simpson of Culture Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls, beautiful girls and women are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them. So things of equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are trans parents and gay parents in our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our Human Rights Code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
Simpson disagrees, saying she sees SOGI's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening in Canada and America, where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens, some dressed like horned demons, to read to young children.
And it's a social deconstructionist agenda. They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, OJ says,
Well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited and children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
Canada is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Dave Davy DiCarlo, support Soji and limiting parental rights.
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents. And the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very scary stuff.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanaugh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body. The mother went to the school the very next day, and instead of having any sort of tolerance or support or understanding, she was actually called names. She was told that she was a homophobe, that she was a bigot.
With that in mind, Tyler Thompson, Simpson, and Pastor Kevin are spreading their message across social media and in town hall meetings. The pro-gay backlash has been fierce.
And the hatred and the anger and the bullying that came against us, even though we said, we love you, we don't take from you the opportunity and the freedom to live as you choose. We love you, but we do not agree with you.
Pastor Kevin believes Canadian Christians are in a 2 Chronicles 20 moment.
The word was this battle is not yours, Jehoshaphat. This battle is the Lord's.
And the church is beginning to prepare for what it takes to fight for our kids.
And George, this battle is unfortunately far from over, but some Christian leaders say it could be the issue that wakes up a sleeping church in Canada.
You see that? That's Esau's agenda, man, but we're supposed to be okay with it, okay? And you got people who want to come up against us for speaking against stuff like that, man. Okay, don't you know that, homosexuality is against nature, okay? If you take 100 homosexuality, sodomites, and you put them in an island somewhere, guess what will happen to them after a few generations? They'll all die, man, okay? Because you cannot reproduce, which that goes against nature, okay? But we're supposed to be okay with that, man, okay? But this is Esau's agenda, man, and Yahweh Shimon Shah is coming back to set things back in order, man. Things like this needs to be addressed, man, okay? But you got niggas who want to make videos about GMS all day, man, okay? When you got bigger issues out there that need to be taken care of, man, okay? But I just wanted to show you brothers that, man, and there's a lot, that could be said, I'm from that video, okay? But I just wanted to I'm gonna get to the point with that. But Lord willing, next time, I'm gonna sit down and actually break down the whole video. But with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the apostles and also great mission, and peace to you brothers, man. Shalom.